Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Chibigoat, and this is kind of a surprise video, and I need to lower my sound real quick.
Cannot fire.
Down there, around there. Surprise! So, I guess I wasn't really planning on doing a video right now, and I'm probably gonna, I don't know, I guess this might be a tiny little let's play thing here, but, basically, let me see here. Basically, it's just gonna be kind of a stealth thing, and I guess it'll just involve some stealth tips, some tipperoonies, and just trying to survive in this harsh, deadly, painful, deadly, harsh environment. So, as you can see here, I'm in a an aggressive kind of negative zone here because this is the Northeast Airfield, and that's bad news. But I've actually not had very many recent problems with the Northeast Airfield, and as you can see right now, it's actually completely empty. Well, empty down here. It could very well not be empty in the hills, and a lot of times, I mean, I don't necessarily use everything I might end up saying here at all times, but that's just because I can get impatient at times, and I just don't. I don't know. I don't want to do that. But this character has been alive. Let me come back in and see how long he's been alive. All right, so it says it's day 2 for me. So my most recent death was I died twice, like right one after another, and I got my stuff back both times. So I mean, I don't know if that really counts as a death. I mean, technically it does, but whatever. So, if that guy was 2 days old, so I don't know, whatever. I'm 2 days, and basically I might end up just deleting this audio and putting in my own thing. But what I'm gonna do, I guess, I haven't planned this out or anything, but I guess I'm going to infiltrate the base, trying to be as stealthy as possible, trying not to be killed. So I guess what I normally do is I start by considering where, I guess snipers are first priority. So I start by, well, after you check the airfield, and as you can see here, it's clear. So I see that's clear, so now snipers are the priority. So the hill goes down right there, so there's probably not going to be any snipers on that side. But the hill I'm on right now is one of the 2 primary sniper spots, and I'm actually a little too out in the open right here. But yeah, I do have a ghillie suit, so that's good. And if you want to try to be stealthy, you're probably going to want to find a ghillie suit. I've come across 2, and they're pretty quick, so they shouldn't be too hard to find. You'll find them in a store or in just normal houses. Let's see here. So I'm gonna go behind these rocks, and then that should give me a pretty good and safe view. You also might want to consider, in addition to anything I say here, you want to consider Googling stealth tactics, because this is a realism. It's based on realisticness, and so you can definitely apply real-world stealth tactics to this game. Alright, so I am in one of the major sniper spots, and I mean, where I am right now, it seems clear. I mean, anybody could have just as easily logged off here like I did, and then log right back on and be right here. So, or anybody could still be up here somewhere. I don't know. If you really wanted to be careful, you could check around this mountain before you do anything. I'm pretty confident right now because I'm behind this wall, and you really only see my head. And then again, I am still kind of matching my environment here. So, if you know anything about the Northeast Airfield, we have one hill here and one hill way over there on that side that looks down on it as well. And then we have these 2 hills that go off, so there's probably not going to be any. I mean, there could be over there maybe, but that's not really a good place to be. So yeah, there's not going to be any snipers over there or any over there most likely. If anything, up here and over there. So, I guess I'll do a quick search-a-rooney. Just kind of run through here. Make sure there's nobody trying to cause me some risky business. I was thinking about something. I was thinking about trying to find ways. I didn't know that was there. Trying to find ways to improve your ability to spot somebody before they spot you. And I was thinking maybe to practice that you could try it on animals. Try I don't know, some way apply that to finding animals. And the road's right there. That's bad news. So it doesn't look like anybody's here. But yeah, finding animals like rabbits and boars and all that stuff in the forest. So looks like it's clear over here. Honestly, if I was in impatient mode, I would just run in, because I would run in and I would stay to my left. That way I'm behind the hangars and that, so that there's less chance of whoever's on that hill, if there is somebody, less chance of them getting me. And I can't see the hill, so they can't see me, so from here I'm perfectly fine. But yeah, if you want to be really careful, you should lay down and crawl around here. But it looks clear to me, so I'm not going to worry as much about that. And you want to make, well, I guess I'll just tell you what I do. I mean, I make checkpoints for myself to go to. Right here, this would be the first checkpoint. So I'd want to make a checkpoint to the next covered area. And that could be, I mean, it could be this tree. You go around up over here to this tree. That's one checkpoint. And I could check it out with binoculars again from here. And then I don't see anything, so we make the next checkpoint over here, this tree. And if you're confident of there being a sniper, and right here you want to be careful because there's a road and a lot of people can tend to stick close to roads. But let's see, if, what was I saying? If you're confident there's a sniper in the hills, probably don't want to crawl because you're moving really slow. It's pretty easy to hit you. And I mean, the faster you're moving, the harder it is for you to hit. But at the same time, your in-game instinct kind of says don't run and be careful and walk slow. So I mean, I do that most of the time, but I don't end up running through big fields anyway. So, and you shouldn't do that. But so I'm just checking around, seeing if I could see anything in the hills, like anybody approaching the airbase. And snipers aren't your only problem, but they're I think what makes them the primary issue is just because it's just that they're hidden and they're waiting for people to go there. I mean, other people who just approach the airbase looking for supplies aren't necessarily always looking out for people, especially just to kill for fun like a lot of snipers do. And I actually forgot that I picked up a DMR last night. I'm rolling hard, brah, right now. I have a lot of lootage. Okay, so I don't know if I might want to take out that DMR, but so checkpoints, I do that, like I go from one cover to the next. I usually check with binoculars depending on where it is. Like right now is a really bad place for me to be. Get behind these trees. I blend in with these trees really well. If you see right here, probably if somebody was looking at this tree from behind me, probably wouldn't see me. I mean, well, in this server you would, because the name tags are shown. So oh, what's that? That's just a goat or something. But yeah, I'd probably recommend playing on a veteran server if you really want to be careful, because people can just scan through the trees and find your name and know you're there, which is pretty unrealistic. So yeah, we have a goat. Seems like animals spawn on here a lot. I mean, out in the airfield. So we can barely see that line in the hills, but not enough to really do anything for me. All right, so yeah, being a ghillie suit, using a ghillie suit definitely makes your life easier. But with that, you probably don't want to use a ghillie suit if you're inside of a town or something. I'd probably switch back to civilian clothing, unless you're crawling on the ground or something. But if you're in buildings, ghillie suit probably just gonna make it easier for you to be seen. So this is all live, by the way, so I'm trying to both be careful and try to explain what I'm doing at the same time. So when you think you've been seen, or you think you have potential to be seen, it's probably best that you don't move. That's a really easy way. If you're looking up into the woods on a mountain, it's way easier to see something or to tell if somebody's there if they're moving. Like me, if I'm in my ghillie suit right here, and someone looks up from up there, and I'm visible normally, I'm just sitting here not moving, probably not gonna see me. Or typically, if I'm going back and forth like this, it'd probably be pretty easy to tell I'm here. So, check it out. My binos. Binoculars are really important, so whenever you get a chance to get your hands on those, you probably should. I seem to find them a lot in hotels, in Berezino and such, so you should probably check that out. Berezino's a good place for that kind of stuff. So next checkpoint up here, next cover point, I guess you could call it. Covered by these trees. I mean, really right now, if I was just by myself not recording, I wouldn't worry as much about being this careful. Because the past couple days I've been going just right into it because there's been nobody here and the server's not full or anything, so that's a pretty important thing to consider. Is the fullness of the server, and this server's maybe got like 30 out of 50 in it, something like that. So if you have 50 out of 50, there's a pretty big chance there's at least one person around the military base. This base isn't quite as big as the Northwest Airfield, like at all, but it does have some fat loots around it. So yeah, it's good. You want to avoid crossing roads as well. I mean, if I was being really careful, it would take me a lot longer to get here because I'd be crawling here the entire time. But okay, get up here, should be still pretty well covered by this tree. Still don't have good eyes on the mountain. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to run so that I'm running towards it from behind these buildings, so that if there is a sniper in the mountain, I'm able to get to cover way faster and I'm way less open, and they might not even see me in the first place if I'm running behind these buildings. And when you're in this watchtower up here, or whatever you want to call it, I usually try to go prone right away, because that's a good way of telling if somebody's here, is if there's movement in that watchtower. So I try to go prone whenever I'm up there. And let's see, are zombies gonna start spawning? Yeah, okay, there we go. Hopefully there's some loot, but then again, you always want to make sure you look at the towns around, and basically you're just looking for zombies, because if you see zombies, that means there's people. So that's your number one key indicator right there. I always try to keep my primary out because actual players are more of a threat to me than zombies. But when I'm in a situation like this, I take out my primary, or my secondary, my pistol, and I almost never ever use my primary on zombies. Unless I'm practicing, which is another thing I'd recommend. I guess another part of this video would be to basically practice using all the weapons you have, so that if you do come across somebody, you're actually able to outgun them. Practice zeroing, like with the AKM you can zero, and if you don't know what that is, I didn't know what that was until relatively recently. But zeroing is just basically the distance. The person, well, zeroing itself is not the distance, but it's setting the distance you are from the thing you're gonna shoot. So, for example, that zombie up there might be like 100 meters. Probably not quite 100 meters, but so I would want to set my cam to 100, so that way it hits exactly what I'm aiming at. Instead, if you set it too high, if you set it higher than where your target is, it'll go above it. If you set it lower than your target, then it'll go below it. So, what you want to do most of the time is set it below what you think it is, and then aim for the head. So that way, if you do, you either two things happen: you either hit it and you do it perfectly and you get him in the head, or you're too low and you hit him in the body. So either way, you end up hitting them. Now that I'm in here, I'm pretty safe from zombies and more worried about players again. I don't know if there's gonna be any loot spawning. Okay, there's some stuff. Baked beans. Let's get that sardine. Thirsty. Alright, so probably not much up here. Nope, there's a little bit. Okay, standing mag. G17 mag, very nice. Yeah. So if I were, what I like to do, well, do I have, no. Okay, I'll just take it. It's SD, so, no, I won't take it, never mind. So third person helps you out here. You can see without being seen, and now I actually have eyes on that mountain. Okay. So, oh god, Jesus Christ, that scared me. Okay, made no noise. So the G17 kills in. If you're good, I would recommend getting good with shooting zombies in the head. It's really not difficult at all, and they weave and they make it really easy for you to shoot them. And as you saw right there, the G17 is very quiet. You can find them in these. I found this one here in this northeast airstrip, and mags are actually pretty relatively common, and they also. That's probably a roof zombie. You want to be really careful if you. Oh god, yep. If you. Oh god, go away! Missed. Didn't miss. Okay, you want to be really careful if you see dead zombies. Unless it's like this, where they clearly fell off the roof, because they will spawn on the roof occasionally, and they fall right off. Dead zombies means players. Even dead zombies with no other alive zombies around them, players have been there recently, so you want to be really careful with that as well. I guess another tip would be to turn up your volume. Make sure you can hear clearly, like as if you were actually in this environment. I'm kind of at a disadvantage right now. I mean, I'm at a lot of disadvantages right now because I'm not focusing on what I'm doing. I'm focusing on talking. But I'm relatively confident I'm safe. See it? That's dangerous. Really dangerous up there. So what was I saying? You want to check the corners. Yeah, I don't remember what I was saying at all. But yeah, you just want to be super duper careful. Should be checking those mountains before I come up here. But what that means, if you don't know, is basically mags or just ammo. For the most part, that's all that really means. These right here. MPSD. Oh, and grenades. Well, I guess I might as well take it until I find another G17 mag. Alright, so it looks like there's not a whole lot here. There's not always that much stuff here, but sometimes you'll run across some pretty solid stuff. Pellet G17 mag, very nice. Put that down. The G17 mag. Yeah, whoever ends up killing me, if that happens, they're gonna get some pretty fat loot. Let me check this one spot over here. It's also important to know how far away or how close zombies aggro based on your movement. Like this is slower than that. The faster you're moving, I guess, the easier you aggro zombies. Makarov mag. It's not useful for me. So, oh right, I guess the G17 I didn't talk about that much. Oh, did I aggro? Yeah, I did. So, the G17 is actually awesome for a couple reasons. You might disagree. You might say the 1911 is better. And why is this guy running inside? And I shot through his brain. Why are you running inside, bro? Wow. Okay. So, oh good, I'm bleeding very well. So, the G17's awesome because, first of all, the mags, are way bigger than the well, not way bigger, but they're bigger. They're, I think, more than twice the size of the 1911 mags. So they're more than twice the size of those mags. I think they're 15 or 16. And it also comes with a flashlight, which you can't see now because it's not dark. You can only see it dark. But it comes with a flashlight, and it's about as weak as the Makarov, but I don't have that problem, and that's why I said earlier, practice aiming for the head, because it's actually really simple to get a zombie in the head. And then it makes up for the power loss, as long as you can typically get good headshots and stuff on zombies. You should be good. And what I'm about to do right now is probably a really bad idea, but I'm about to go out here and kill that goat, and that leaves me pretty much 110% open. But I mean, whatever. If you're wanting to shoot a zombie in the head while you're in the open and not able to get to a building, you want to wait for them, run backwards like that, and wait for them to get closer to you and try to hit you. Then they'll stop because they have to stop to hit you, and when they stop, that would be your chance to get the headshot on them. So this is really bad. I should not be out here at all, especially considering the gear I have right now. But I mean, I'm gonna try to get some meat from this goat. I don't even have space. I didn't even consider that. I guess I might as well eat the sardines. Oh, open bag. What do we not need? I guess we can do without an EpiPen for now. Is that it? Yeah, okay, so we'll drop the EpiPen. Wrong. Yeah, you wanna, if you do have to be in the open like this, you want to try to avoid being in the open as long as you can, try to avoid being there for very long. Just if you have to be, just do it and then get out of there. Oh, there's a one shot, or did that headshot count? Whatever. So, gonna hurry up. I could get sniped at any second, and I don't recommend at all doing this. You just go up into the mountain and find an animal that is not in the middle of an airfield. This is very bad. Take raw meat. I'm just gonna take one. And 3. Okay, so time to get out of here immediately. Switch to my AKM so that if I run into players, I have a better chance against them, rather than having to take the time to switch from my G17 to my AKM when I see somebody and they're already shooting at me. So yeah, I guess that's gonna cover it. I mean, I wasn't originally planning to do this, and I made I didn't write anything out or anything. I just kind of went as we go. So if you have questions, please let me know, and I will answer them. I always check the comments right away. I'm always on YouTube, so let me know, and I will answer that to the best of my ability. Answer those. So that's gonna be about it. Going back up here, then I'll decide what I do from there. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.